So about sort of 5 or 6 years ago, a couple of friends and I, we decided we'd go on an adventure across Namibia. And the reason I wanted to speak about this one was because it's one of the adventures I've done that doesn't have an endurance or fitness element. And I think obviously fitness elements and things can be really good and really useful for adventures, but it's fun also to have one where it's just, a gunch. I shouldn't have had lunch. Where it's a bunch of guys or girls having a really, really fun trip together. So we decided we were going to drive all the way across Namibia in a 4x4 which we hired. And now at the time we'd never been to Namibia, I had no idea what it was like as a place. Turns out it's one of the most sparsely populated countries on planet Earth, which is just perfect for travelling across. There's a lot of areas there's no roads, so you almost literally drive where you want to with respect to the environment, but there's so many options and routes. You get these big 4x4 maps that you go. So anyway, we've been driving for about 3 days and we hadn't seen someone in 2 days. So if you imagine how far you've travelled by driving a car and not seeing anyone. So we were about 500 kilometres into the interior and we were lost. There was no two ways about it. We had the worst map in the world. North was orientated about 15 degrees off actual. Mag and True were just totally wrong. So we were lost. We hadn't seen anyone. It was becoming a bit concerning. So we saw this one building. It was the first building we'd seen up on the top of this hill, right in the distance. It was kind of hitting the sun like this. And we're like, oh my God, there's a building. We've got to go and see it. Maybe there's people there. Maybe they can point to us on our horrendous map what compass bearing we need to follow to get out of here, because this is starting to become serious. So we drive along and we realise that just to our left here, there's a kilometre-long prepared runway strip. So we're like, why on earth, in the middle of absolutely nowhere, in the most sparsely populated country in Africa, is there a kilometre runway strip here? Okay, we'll park that for a minute. So we just keep going, we wind up towards this building, and the road divides these two helipads left and right of each other. As we drive through, and like, okay, runway strip, helipads, building still in the distance. What on earth is going on here? We've got to go and have a look, who knows what's going to go. So we went up and it turned out it was this luxury hotel spa lodge that hadn't yet been finished in the middle of nowhere, and there was nobody around. So we had skateboards and we went skateboarding through this not half open, but this luxury lodge that didn't have doors on it, and that will become important in a minute. Okay. So we work our way through this luxury building, this beautiful view of a watering hole down here, and then these two Namib guys turn up and are like, oh, I think we've pushed this a bit too far, maybe we really shouldn't have been here, we're going to have to really apologise. Anyway, they were the friendliest people in the world, and it turned out they were the two caretakers of this place in the middle of nowhere, and through sort of body language only, it was agreed. They basically sort of said, stay, pointed to the big part of the lodge, looked like a James Bond villa. You've got to stay. We live over there in that small building. You guys stay there. Cool. So anyway, we had an amazing night. We watched all these animals appear at the watering hole, and it was just it was one of the most wonderful experiences. I saw giraffe, elephants, zebras, springbok, everything came and approached the water hole, and it was absolutely beautiful. And then that night we set our camp, we just rolled out our sleeping bags in the luxury lodge. No doors on the lodge, remember that. So what happened in the night was, just went to sleep. One of my friends had been worried for days. He'd lie there at night and go, I hope there's no lions in Namibia. I'm like, well, there's loads of lions in Namibia. So we've been winding him up about this for days, but we hadn't seen any lions. Anyway, in the middle of the night, when you wake up so quickly, you honestly bolt upright in your sleeping bag. I woke up to a ginormous roar, which at the time I thought, we all sat up and went, oh my God, what was that? I went, it can't be lions. That's stupid. It must be an elephant just somewhere nearby, just trumpeting. The way the noise travels down the valley, it just moves slowly down the valley, and it sounds like an elephant initially, but by the time it gets to us, it sounds exactly like a lion. So I went, okay, that's fine, yeah. So I went back to sleep thinking, oh, that elephant sounded quite close. Anyway, in the morning, my friend didn't sleep for the rest of the night, by the way. In the morning, we saw the two guys again, and said, thank you so much for the hospitality. It's really, really lovely. I said, lions at all? Lions? And they went, yeah, lions. What? They were like, yeah, lions. So, I must have said this wrong. No, were there lions around here? And they went, yeah, lions, here. Where? They pointed to the lion footprints of where they'd walked past us in the middle of the night. Like, lions, here. I'm like, there were lions here last night. Like, yeah. Well, why aren't you guys scared? And they pointed to their hut and they went, door, close, lock. But you guys are fine. And so yeah, lions had walked past us in the middle of the night and roared, and we had no idea. So that was my near-death experience.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and then we saw the lions in the afternoon. They were walking in a pack just in the distance, and yeah, that was really cool. It was good fun.